The money's going to go to staff. I'm all for tipping a human, Sandia. What about you?
I'm totally with you, Larry.
What about the robot?
What about the robot, though? Are we going to tip a robot? When you think about the now popular catchphrase of the globalist movement, you will own nothing and you will be happy, you can see that most financial systems appear to be designed to extract as much revenue from you as possible and to limit the amount of power you have in your own life to choices like, shall I tip this robot 10% or 20%? Or should we tip a robot at all?
Yeah, they're calling it emotional blackmail when we're being asked to tip in a situation where we wouldn't normally think to leave a tip.
It's extraordinary, isn't it, that we are trained to believe that the union movements are negative things, probably on these same news channels. You cannot have these unions making these unreasonable demands, but then you get little 10-year-old kids working in a McDonald's.
Can you get the manager? Thank you.
And machines asking you for a tip, all the while knowing that elsewhere in society, huge wealth is being accumulated. That is the area that needs to be addressed. We're not talking about ordinary people being taxed for. We're not talking about ordinary people paying tips to bloody machines. We're talking about powerful transnational organisations that avoid tax. That is the problem. And that narrative, I don't frequently see that narrative brought up on the mainstream media.
At a time when inflation has already increased costs, many are wondering, where are their tips going?
If after 2008 the people in institutions that were primarily responsible get away without consequences, isn't it clear that there's not enough financial regulation to control propriety when it comes to financial exchange?
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. I ask, have you lost your rabbit ass?
Good evening,
No,
ladies and
not
gentlemen.
you, the viewer, but some of the bastardized, busybody business owners out there.
He's furious about this.
It's not enough because of inflation. The price of food is high as a giraffe. Well, you know what I mean.
Dick, let me know which part of a giraffe you think he's referring to.
Who does this tip even go to? If there isn't a human serving us, that's the questions you should
They're
ask.
trying to make
You
self-service
should say,
machines
Something
have a
like that,
tipping
actually,
option.
Because the point of a tip is to acknowledge a human interaction on one level and subtly address the fact that those people aren't being paid enough for what they do for a living. Once you start saying, oh, there's also these other people we're exploiting
what I
that
mean?
you can't see because they're behind the scenes, or they're overseas, they're down a cobalt mine, we've got people weaving boxes around out back, there are children toiling away in the subcontinent. Well, I don't think the issue now is tips, is it? The issue now is a broken system that urgently requires addressing. Yes. And for helping you work that out,
we almost tell those business owners we won't be pimped like a cheap trick on a Saturday night.
lovely references, I
Want
And
this
find
then?
another trick to play.
While this additional tax is being extracted from ordinary consumers, what is happening
Well, that's
in the
bullshit.
upper echelons of the globalist financial
That's
world?
bullshit.
Pass these extraordinary low-level AI exploitation tales down among the people. Of course there is.
It's just, that's
As the
just
US government
horseshit.
on Wednesday released its latest
The
inflation
Anna
report,
kept him
the
alive.
watchdog Accountable US put out a new analysis detailing how Americans face food insecurity while major food corporations are padding their profits with price hikes. They're padding their profits with price hikes. It's not in order to sustain or to endure or because it's necessary or because food industry capacity, because they want more money. Even that tip story that someone somewhere goes, you know what, if we just have the option of adding a tip, we have
Just kill myself.
We'll do it and we'll be able to keep some of that money, if not all of it. The system itself is psychopathic. I know it's a well-worn expression in this area, but it describes it so well. If people are suffering at a time when elsewhere there is
Oh,
success,
come
it doesn't
on.
make a tiny
Look, come
sense
on.
to deal with it in that way. I'm not talking about you.
I'm the smallest target.
Oh,
Get out, Mr. President.
Fucking various economic categories throughout my life. I'm talking about a kind of tyrannical, feudalistic, baronial, new sultans extracting huge amounts of wealth and not paying it back. That's the problem that needs to be addressed. Big Food's staggering increase in earnings showed they did not need to raise prices so hard on consumers, but did so anyway to maximise record profits, says Liz Zelnick, director of
Genchi's died.
at Accountable US. So in your head, you have the story, you've heard it so many times, oh, we've got to pay so much more money for fuel and for food because of the war, because of Brexit, because of whatever. Well, if that were true, then the companies wouldn't be making record profits. It would be the same or it would still be in decline. Wouldn't it? Tell me in the chat. The Accountable US report takes aim at General Mills, Kraft Heinz, and Mondelez. 3 of the top at-home food companies in the United States, based on market capitalization.
The team are good. Like, I don't often have to fight so hard to get near them.
The company's combined net earnings for the quarter rose by 51% year over year to a combined $3.47 billion, and the trio collectively spent over $1.3 billion on shareholder dividends, accountable US found. You can't extract $1.3 billion from something that is suffering as a result of Putin's crime hikes or as a result of some other legitimate force majeure. This is exploitation. They have looked at this crisis and said it's an opportunity, as has been happening relatively consistently, certainly in the last few years. Oh, look, there's a legitimate crisis. Let's look at it and what caused it.
Oh, it's so annoying.
What were the conditions that led to it? Now, how can we use this? And in order to benefit whom shall we use it?
Oh, like, his speed on Genji is insane.
Whether it's a crisis or peacetime or any circumstances, the order and direction of politics and national or local or international strategy should be to benefit the majority of people, not always to benefit powerful elites that are able to fund political parties, that are able to lobby for the change of law, that are able to slip in, why don't you tip a robot? Because we're all too bewildered by the ongoing terror of poverty and disease. General Mills saw its net earnings increase by nearly $2 billion year
Oh, you are kidding me.
2023, as the company spent over $2.16 billion on the shareholders for a combination of dividends and stock buyback. It's a weird, mad game. That's stock buyback. You buy them back, you artificially inflate the price of stocks. These are things that are just normal. They're not illegal. But when you're dealing with crises, when it comes to resources and energy, which an extraordinary number of people are now, let me know how you've been affected in this cost of living crisis in the chat below. Give us a thumbs up, share this video around, why don't you? At a time like that, extracting dividends of this nature seems at odds with the nature of the challenge that we're being told about on the mainstream news. The report also emphasises recent admissions from economists that corporate greed is driving inflation, with progressive organisations and experts addressing months in response to the Fed's interest rate hike. So it's corporate greed that's driving it, not Putin. Putin and Russia's criminal war are plainly bad, particularly bad for Ukrainian people who are suffering on behalf of all of us and this system. But inflation is being driven, it says here, by corporate greed, i.e. if they were less greedy, inflation would go down, regardless of what happens with Putin. Paul Donovan, chief economist at UBS Global Wealth Management, said, businesses are betting that consumers will go along because they know about supply bottlenecks and higher energy prices. We don't see this reality. We see the reality that our senses can appreciate.
That's very bad.
And the information that the news media gives us. If we're continually told there are bottlenecks, it's happening because this or this, it's very difficult to comprehend that the financial news that these companies are extracting record profits, somehow we don't detect that. Somehow that's not as vivid and visceral and as affecting as there's a war in Russia, it's because of this. That's why the information we're trying to give you is this information. It seems to me important that accountable US are revealing that corporate greed is driving inflation. And when you add to it a rather fun and somewhat silly but also pernicious story like you're being asked to tip nothing, you're being asked to tip literally the system. Give me a bit more money than you deserve, even though we're already charging you more money than we should because we've made record profits and we've extracted all of the jobs from this sector by sacking people who could be doing this job. Oh, there you go then. Fuck you. They are confident that they can convince consumers that it is their fault and it won't damage their brand, Mr. Donovan said. It's our kindness, it's our sweetness, it's our innocence. We have to close our hearts to love. We have to shut ourselves off. In fact, we're actually quite nice people. It's the world that makes you sceptical and cynical. 1 year
Goddamn
ago,
monkey.
becoming a major national concern, the world's third richest man touted newspaper columnists asserting that corporate profits were not a driving force behind inflation, blaming temporary COVID-19 pandemic aid instead. They're always telling you that it's something else, not them, aren't they? They're always saying, oh, it's war, we can't do anything about that. That war, is that driving profits elsewhere? Is that creating the ability to regulate and control the narrative and distract people from domestic problems? Are food companies making a profit? If they are, then the problem cannot solely be scarcity. That profit should be eliminated to keep the cost down. Are energy companies making profit? Are energy companies
Oh,
the economic system
Genji killed my whole team.
wealth redistribution? Your wealth is being redistributed. distributed, and they want you to tip them for the privilege. While Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos and others were trying to steer the inflation discourse away from a focus on business profiteering, there was already data showing that most of the price increases Americans were experiencing could be attributed to larger corporate profit margins. Those figures were hardly surprising. Corporations that have been permitted to grow into oligopolies during the era of lax antitrust enforcement were now able to leverage their outsized market power to high prices, and to do so with less fear of competitors undercutting them. It's racketeering. I've said this before. This is why things like Godfather and fascinating. You realise that the line between criminality and corporatism is basically accents and aesthetics. And yet, corporate media outlets ignored the available data, choosing to publish and platform pundits who scoffed at accusations of what they derisively called greedflation, and then insisted that the problem is workers being paid higher wages. That
Like,
devastating consequences for America's working class. They will blame you, they will obfuscate, they will distract, they will deter you from realising. This is why we need you to support our channel. This is why we need you to comment, turn on the notification bell, subscribe, and share this information where possible. We are trying our best to highlight information that is empowering and revealing, to tell you the stories of where power really is. As with the WMD lies used to justify the deadly Iraq War and financial deregulation triumphalism leading to the 2008 financial crisis and bank bailouts, the fake media narrative about inflation became conventional wisdom. Now, this is a less sexy story than aspects of the pandemic and even aspects of the war, but similarly, we're given a version of reality that prevents us from assessing our situation correctly. Why is there inflation? Oh, it's because of that war and because of civil trade.
thank you, Anna.
Continually. Visceral information that keeps you in a fight or flight state. You can't go calmly go, wait a minute, if we were starting now, today, wouldn't we say...
Fuck this fucking asshole!
Localized democratic systems
Damn,
that
this Genji's
reflect our
good.
nature and our evolution for hundreds of thousands of years.
No, it
if
just
we live in
gets
groups
on
of about 50
free.
people where we understood what our
It's
resources
not
were and
getting,
pursued them.
like,
Is it possible
any
to
contest.
consider the values of such a system without going, oh, what, do you want to go and live in a cave again? Do you want to give up medicine and technology? It's not valuable. The fake media narrative about inflation became conventional wisdom, which echoed by lawmakers and justified specific policies. So not
Damn,
only did they
Reaper.
tell you that lie, then they legislate around that lie so it becomes true. Now,
Always
in this
got
case,
the
narrative
fucking
provided
Discord on
government
me.
officials justification to cut off pandemic aid, block new spending, abandon any push for a minimum wage increase. People, they don't need a minimum wage. Just tip the fact out so much. I've got 5 little robots to raise that up and raise interest rates with the express goal of driving down workers' wages. Oh my God, tipping the machine further empowers the system that will lead to less jobs for ordinary. It's brilliant. It's so evil that in the end you just have to stand there and ejaculate in appreciation.
I know what.
The result, a sharp increase in the number of Americans who can't afford to pay their bills and now
Reaper on your own now?
slowing economy. Directing blame for inflation away from corporations.
He's going up the top.
Government spending that temporarily boosted the working class was lucrative to the world's wealthy like Bezos and to the giant companies that belong to corporate lobbying groups like the US Chamber of Commerce. The discourse manipulation helped store momentum for anti-price gouging legislation,
Zen's low at the back.
the wealthy, and an excessive corporate profits tax. The propaganda also provided a justification for companies to keep jacking up prices as the government inflicted economic pain on workers and families. 2008 crash, who suffers? The banks that caused it or you? You. Pandemic, who suffers? The pharmaceutical industry or you? You. The cost of living crisis,
Just
who
like I got
suffers? Great
countered.
companies that make food and make energy or you? You. Are you beginning
Fucking Reaper.
not
And they had
to
him
pattern?
McCree.
Let me know in the comments. It's a bit mystifying that there are still some who are surprised that corporations and their executives left to their own devices engage in unscrupulous and sometimes deadly behaviour. Coca-Cola killed trade unionists in Latin
When
America.
you've got a
General
Zen
Motors built
just
vehicles
killing
that
everyone.
catch fire in collisions. Tobacco
Killing
companies
everyone.
hid the cancer-causing properties of their products for decades. The catalogue of the ethical and moral crimes
I
of
thought that
corporations
Genji was good.
is impressive.
He was
These
good with his
ethical and
timings.
moral failings of Boeing, Coca-Cola, General Motors, and many others are the norm, not the exception, because that is the mindset. The mindset is profit at all costs. It's the system that has to change. Now, this is where finally some good news happens. Your consciousness is a participatory unit in in the creation of reality. That's why all of this propaganda has to exist and has to be pushed so hard. Because if you refuse to believe it, if you refuse to participate in it, if you refuse to become dulled by this kind of information, then it becomes possible to change the world. It becomes possible to create new systems. It becomes possible to step outside of their atrophying and failing systems and create new ones. Now, for that information, I will require just a little 10% tip. Yeah, could you just put your card in there? Oh, there's some information on the screen. Don't know what it's about. Don't know what it says. Just, oh, just fill it in, you bastards. So there you are. The corruption is institutional and systemic. The stories we're told are untrue stories that are designed to distract us and focus our ire in places where they can do no good at all. But you are awakening. You are wonderful. You and we are on a journey together to change all of this, and I couldn't be happier to be on it with you. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments in the chat. Turn on the notification bell right now. We make this content every day, and we want you to see all of it. Give it a like. Pass it around. If you enjoyed this video, have a look at either of these two guys. But more important than any of that is that you please stay free.
I'm gonna go back to getting my ass kicked, apparently. 12 deaths. I should have swapped off. Just being stubborn.
Traveling to Nepal. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
What are we saying?
Honor is all I have left.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Do not get in my way.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Let's get a groove on.
Marked by the dragon.
Lucky fuck.
Better.
Feel untouchable.
Oh, for fuck! Like, how am I missing every fucking shot?
I will persevere.
Their healer and tank are just killing everyone.
Scanning.
I need assistance.
I love how the tank's focusing me so hard. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, he's a good shot.
I cannot give up yet.
Oh, this fucking Hanzo. He's good.
There is still much I must do.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's because I'm scared, T1. I'm scared to beat, because he keeps hitting me. Brave! Be brave, Bartley! Ooh, see what I mean? Might be able to back up. Thanks for the protection, tank! Oh shit, at least he was chasing him, I guess. Might need to come off of Hanzo.
Scanning.
Not in the doorway anymore.
Nano boost is ready to deploy. Nano boost administered.
The fuck? Like, he's the most unpredictable fucking... Like...
I'll find them.
No one can hide from my sight.
Oh!
First round. One.
Don't be scared if you move enough. He was at aim on you.
Score 1-0.
I'll try, but I'm not very good on Hanzo, and it's like my first real game.
Anna, what has been going on in Egypt?
I think it's just hard for me to predict him. A good Hanzo, because a good Hanzo does this shit whilst they're,
To worry about.
you know what I mean?
I always worry, Anna. But I trust you are doing what is right.
But I'm trying to get this flick action.
4, 3, 2,
I'm a main Hanzo too. Oh yeah, nice.
round.
I play Tracer a lot more than I play Hanzo.
Scanning.
Sometimes.
Magnificent shot. Even from me.
No, tank.
I'm on fire.
Oh, jumped it. Oh, no, dodged it. Oh. Dead.
Like cherry blossoms in the rain.
Tank. Oh well. I shouldn't, like, my mistake there was getting greedy and thinking I could kill him whilst he's spamming on me. Like, but he's quick play and I don't mind taking the risk.
You can't hide.
One. Jump. Ooh, body shot. Well, that's play of the game. I like playing Tracer the most. I play on most of the characters. I'm just not very good at... I think my big problem between being gold and plat is my positioning and my greed.
My ultimate is almost scanning.
Oh my god, every single time I peek.
I am here.
Oh, you lucky piece of... Should have went for me.
It was my dragon's breath. Scanning. Take heed. I leave a trail of red. You can't hide.
Alright. Yeah, it was good. Thank you, T, for the advice, by the way. Appreciate you for that.
Play of the game.
I think I played alright. Some of them flick shots were quite cool on Hanzo. I like doing them shots. I prefer them shots to like timing my shots. Just flicking it out. Means my aim's a bit off when I have to point it at their head, but I usually flick at their head. I think if you can get used to that way of firing, it's better because they can't predict where you're going to shoot if your arrow's all there and you come up all of a sudden and shoot. Like when you're holding back, you can watch the Hanzo where he's pointing. At least I do on Tracer. And I've had all the good Hanzos that I play against in gold. They all do that, separating themselves and listening for the running. That's why I like to attack a Hanzo in a group.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Interesting debate.
Obviously, earth-shaking news.
Yes.
Coming out of the Pentagon on 60 Minutes this last week. Matt's been covering the story since long before 60 Minutes got in on the action. There are unidentified aerial phenomena being observed by United States military aircraft. Apparently, it's happening with some
Because I was talking about Tracer.
Our former Senate
Good morning,
Majority
ladies
Leader,
and gentlemen. How are
the
you?
Right Honorable Harry Reid. And that's how you know it's true. The Right Honorable Harry Reid became very concerned about this, and because of him and others in the government, a task force was formed within the Pentagon to track these unidentified aerial phenomena, or as you may know them, unidentified flying. And now we're starting to see a lot of gun cam footage, a lot of sensor footage, a lot of radar footage coming from military aircraft, primarily F-18s that are flying over the water. And the question I have for the panel is,
Look at that. Come on.
are we alone, or are we just getting sued?
Can I just to open this up? I believe I'm the only alien-believing American on the panel tonight. Okay. Well, you haven't committed yet, but I am the representative of our people. And I do feel marginalized and frankly unsafe sometimes in this workspace. But so just, I think there are two things. Okay, first of all, obviously we don't know exactly what that is or what those things are. And in order to come up with any kind of like probability that it's aliens, we need some background information that we don't have. Like for example, we need to know, are there aliens in the universe? And how many such civilizations are there? And where are they? And what sort of technology do they have? We don't know any of that. But what that tells us, first of all, is that you can't just rule out, you can't basically rule out as a possibility, or even as a plausible possibility, that those are aliens. Because for all we know, now, if we're the only intelligent civilization, even just in the galaxy, then that's definitely not an alien. But if there's intelligent civilizations in all of our surrounding solar systems, let's just say, or in some of the nearest ones, then the probability goes up. So we don't know that at all. So we kind of have to put that to the side, and then we just work it back. And now we have to say to ourselves,
What
you know, we've been hearing these UFO reports for a long time, for decades really. And I think the objection that a lot of people had, including myself, is that we said, well, if there were actual UFOs, alien spaceships in the sky, then we should get better evidence than, why is it always a farmer in Kansas this season? It's kind of like Bigfoot. You know, the only person who sees Bigfoot is someone who has a camera from like the battlefield reporter at Antietam had. You know, so why is that always the case with aliens? And that was always my objection until, in the last few years, we're getting trained observers up close. There were 4 Navy pilots who observed one of these things up close.
This is just not fair.
4 of them. For 5 minutes they watched it. And corroborating their testimony, we have radar data and video of that one thing, this tic-tac shaped thing that was flying around, breaking the speed of sound and doing things that seem physically impossible. So that's exactly the kind of evidence that for decades we said, well, if they were really UFOs, we should have that evidence. Now it's here, and so I feel like that should at least get us to reassess our original assumption.
I hate to pour water, okay? I've got a couple other theories beyond the mark. One is that this is foreign technology. Now you say, we've never seen technology like this. Right, I think it's foreign. Now, there's another possibility. Maybe it's our own technology. But Michael, you say, the government says that it's not. I know the government would never lie to you. I know the government's always totally above board. But maybe it is our technology. Maybe this whole PR campaign is a bit of a think out to our adversaries. But let's say it's not. Let's say we have no clue what that is up in the sky. Do the aliens exist on other planets? Is there intelligent life? I'll go even further. Is there life at all on other planets?
Fucking Baptiste is so strong.
They say, Michael, it's just probable. It's just probability. So the universe is a gazillion light years across. It's so big. So it's just probable that there is life somewhere else. And I say, To ascertain a probability, you need to know literally anything about the subject that you're talking about. And when it comes to the origins of life, there are actually 6 or 7 main hypotheses. There's the Miller-Urey hypothesis of the primordial soup, which was in the 50s, but the experiment didn't work out that well because they didn't have the right chemicals. Then there was the clay hypothesis that there were actually these crystal structures within clay that could form the basis of genetic.
Damn, he cut me off quicker than I could cut him off.
Goes from that to nucleotides, right? So that kind of fell apart. Then there's the idea that it was actually formed in the sub-ocean.
I was trying to do that to
him.
him.
An idea that
he was just quicker.
Actually, the opposite. It was formed underneath frozen oceans. Then there's this idea that it came here from Martians, you know, from outer space, which only pushes the question off and says, well, how the hell did life form there? My point is, in modernity we think we're not special. We don't know. There's probably a zillion other. And my only point is, maybe that's true, but we have no evidence. We have no reason to believe that we're not special.
But my whole approach.
No, my mouse.
The philosopher may have says that which we cannot speak to much in science. And the philosopher Craven says that which we
oh, my mouse is gone.
And this is the thing. You know, the arguments against always take the form of, well, would aliens do this? Or would aliens do that? How the hell do we know? Yeah. First of all, if anybody who has the technology to send actual
so annoying when I struggle to kill anyone with
galaxy
my fucking mouse.
Is on another
you hear this doo-doo-doo-doo, and that's my mouse disconnecting from my computer and reconnecting.
But even more so, they may be stupid. They may be incredibly technological proficient and stupid. We can build phones. We can we can build phones where we can talk across the planet. And we still elected AOC to Congress. We can do incredibly stupid things. So they may be coming down here with these Tic Tacs from outer space and building little rock statues. And you say, well, would they do that? How the hell do we know? You know? So all I would say is we now have information, this is where I agree with Walsh. We now have information which we said nobody had. And all the people who were conspiracy theories and it was zone, whatever it was, 50, what is it, 2 in Nevada?
Zone, no, Area 51.
Area 51. You know, we now have these pictures of things that are really interesting, really different, worth stopping for a minute and saying, gee, what is that? And the point you make is actually really important. We don't know how life began. We don't know whether we are, in fact, a special thing that happened on this one planet, or if this is something that would happen on any planet near, equally distant from a star.
I read your piece that you wrote, which I found incredibly offensive and hateful, where you said there's no reason to believe that aliens exist, right?
Yes.
That was your,
yeah, that's the headline.
But you could easily flip that around and say there's absolutely no reason to believe they don't exist. When you live in a universe with trillions and trillions and trillions of planets, and we have visited none of them, and we've sent probes to a few, but we've actually visited none of them. To sit here and it seems to me it is a probability thing. Like,
well, this is my problem.
So,
my issue.
Hold on a second. It's like walking in to me. It's like walking into a 50-bedroom mansion. And you get to the foyer and you don't see anybody there, and you say, "Well, I guess the place is empty." It doesn't make any sense.
Somebody had to build the mansion, and that person who built the mansion would be a person, right? But we have some idea of how the person got, someone got there. He probably took a car. I don't know. You looked for the car. We have no clue how life. We don't have any idea. There are going to be a lot of people in the comments.
But we do know.
How?
Well, you and I, we all know how life started. We don't know the exact.
Man formed Adam out of clay.
Right. We know God created it. I mean, that might seem like a shortcut, but we all know that. So I actually think when you introduce God into the equation, which of course you can't take him out. A lot of believers think that this is a challenge to their faith, and it just doesn't make any sense. How can you have intelligent civilizations? Well, I actually think that when you factor in God, which again you must, it makes the probability higher because then there's a purpose. There's a purpose element. Like
are the aliens fallen?
Well, I don't know that. But
mustn't they not be fallen?
Why?
For Christianity?
I don't know why. I don't know the answer to that, but all I know is that there's a purpose for all these billions of galaxies.
Well, here's why. Because
they've got no fucking brains in what they're talking about. I'd like to see people with stature talk about that.
Hello, you awakening wonders. Look, we're back. We're back with you. Live on Rumble and on YouTube. We're live across the world. There's nowhere you can be on this planet where you cannot access this content if you want to. And why wouldn't you? Why don't you join us as a member of our local community? Like Sensitive Hearts 25 sending... Actually, she's not sending me love. They're sending love to one another. Gareth, my on-screen assistant.
Oh.
You look better than ever.
Thank you so much.
You're wearing a lemon top.
That's right.
You look like you're getting younger and more efficient.
That's exactly what's happening.
Unlike the dear and forever tumbling president of the United States, who requires naught but love and support, if you ask me, but perhaps more urgently, replacement by an intellectual giant. We've had RFK on the show talking about his candidacy and the vision
He'd be a good candidate.
he'd like to bring to the world. Today we have Cornel West, Dr. Cornel West, joining us for an exclusive announcement. We love Cornel West. He's one of the most credible, radical, philosophical voices in American politics who's able to effortlessly infuse emotion, vision, spirit and pragmatism. I'm very excited he's joining us. I'm just feeding a dog under the table. That is not a euphemism.
Not a euphemism.
That is not a euphemism. Just feeding a dog under the table. Imagine if it was a euphemism.
Yeah.
What a disgusting euphemism.
And I had to just go along with it.
Oh, it's this thing that he does where he puts porridge in his underpants. Oatmeal in his...
Think you can
fridge.
keep up?
Yeah.
I draw
That's what we say.
judgment.
Yeah, there's my dog. Just a
You could probably use some.
we were talking about a new bill that's being passed to remove any potential limitations.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
We're talking about that not because we don't support the efforts, the humanitarian effort to help Ukrainian people, but because we're a little bit worried that all that money ends up in the hands of the military-industrial complex on the basis of research. We're going to be going exclusively on Rumble. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, God, we love you and we welcome you. But you know that the WHO regulate the content that you watch there, or at least are able to offer sensory advice. YouTube take their guidance and establish their guidelines based on WHO. Reveals what the impact of certain medications are on mission, whether or not the medications are beneficial or actually actually worse, Gareth.
This time, I will be sharper.
I'm just saying if that.
You're saying if.
A second. It's been a while.
He's got a good
We've had a
character to
week off,
fight
so
that.
just
I'll play Ash.
back into what we're doing for a living. Do I look like I've got a bit of a tan?
You do? Yeah, sorry, I didn't mention your glorious tan.
If
I mean, you're
you're
looking so well.
Mention tan. We've got a fantastic week coming back.
I've got Sombra, I can't play Ash, you just hack bots.
We've improved the sounds. Let us know in the chat in the comments if you think the sound's better. We've got them FBI whistleblowers. None of will be able to hear their whistleblowers even the upper note. We've got the Tulsi Gabbard coming on. Elon, Elon, you know, like on that night. He is coming on. I'm going to get him on this because Elon, he doesn't understand the right? We cannot make it I'm not lying about Elon. Let's know if you believe me, right? We have Elon locked down. In a bit, so we're going to finish all the 70s, right? Listen, do you know that 1 in 8 men have the absolute nerve to take a prophylactic to a funeral? What kind of pervert turns up at a funeral and gets given that one with a condom? Well,
Oh, it's just so annoying.
one was with a condom.
Didn't see her face, David died right in front of her.
I did. Unfortunately, I did. Yeah.
We should be talking about necrophilia. I'm pretty sure the WHO
They won't like that one bit.
Although, ironically, you cannot convey disease to someone in that condition. It matters not a jot. We're going to be looking at the mainstream media's attitude to Joe Biden taking the tumble. I don't take any pleasure from the elderly tumbling. Do you?
No, I don't. Really
Mustn't. You mustn't. Your nan, your granddad, taking a tumble.
No, awful.
You don't like it?
No, it's just I guess my nan and granddad are not and never have been the president of the United States.
Do you expect me to believe that? Do you expect me not got one grandparent in the commander-in-chief? Let's have a look. We've seen it happen loads of times. I want to see the mainstream media trying to mitigate. This is a time with that. They're offering lots
Just like, are you fucking kidding me?
the mainstream media talking about Like the Good Samaritan out of the Bible.
What good are those sedatives? They're not going to help the president out. They should be on their feet. That's the kind of thing. I mean, that's like man down. They're not alert.
Managed to get Bob out just before.
Yeah, they're highest kites. Now, of course, not a cadet school. No. Well, remember, I used to be in the Marines that day.
Well, of course, yeah.
We were very much. Don't ask, don't tell. Right. No way.
You put the time. You put the time. Yeah,
Right, let's have a look at Joe Biden's tumble in the mainstream. Done really well. Standing for 2 hours. That's almost nearly all of Godfather. It's just around the scene where Sonny gets shot, right? Spoiler alert, when Sonny goes to the cold room. Around that bit, Joe Biden enough, I'm going over. Like, Tino should never have been gone anyway. He's a hothead.
Need a tank.
Took a real tumble. I don't like that. Good that she says no. Bernie Sanders, through our man Dr. Cornel West, supported. Now, I know a lot of you are Bernie Sanders, you think he's a bit of a globalist, you don't trust him. But we were interested in Bernie Sanders' willingness to regulate corporations. We don't think it matters left or right anymore. Discard those old taxonomies. Who is interested in regulating the people and power and the revolving door between these? Have we even announced what the secret is yet? No, we haven't. Really teased it. I'm Cornel West. Big old secret. Big secret. Let us know in the chat if you think you know what the secret is. And remember, you can join us on Local by pressing that red button. So anyway, look, ask yourself, how many hands would you have to shake before you start thinking, oh, I can't keep shaking that right, I'm going over.
What sort of rhythm?
I'm going for a little lay down. Stay there, can you? Like that song, Chumbawamba. Remember them? You might not be English. Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna keep me down. Yeah. You can't go, I get knocked down. Stay there for a while. I prefer it down there. That's no kind of rallying cry. They were anarchists. The anarchists, they should have a vote. They should have a voice at the table. True anarchy is not about chaos, it's about non-domination, non-dominion, and how institutions will always become corrupt. Curiously, some anarchists believe that you should de-school society, radically change the education system.
The DPS are doing more tanking than they're tanking.
What kind of views do you want your children inculcated with? Questions an anarchist might ask if one was in there. Well, you don't really like my dog, do you? My will. You look at his head right in the frame. That's the dog's head there. That's my hand coming into frame on my dog's head. You don't like it.
He just has a presence about him that I'm sometimes uncomfortable with.
What do you mean?
I just, they'll do anything, can't they? And
making it up. Is that the problem? Well, let's see the rest of this thing. I want to know these maintenance. They're trying to make it. You can't say he's walking off under his own power.
Yeah, that's the trait of the real thing.
Who else is, even like Oscar Pistorius, when he's got those legs to replace his own legs lost in an amputation, and then didn't he go on to actually do a murder? He did all that under his own power.
Under his own power.
Fine, it's about, what, 65 degrees in Colorado Springs with 47% humidity, but...
Up too late. That's what they got up when he's sitting down. They're like the Grand Oak Jewel of York. They're up and down. They're in the wrong. Their time is off. They've all been out for that time. Not everyone fell over, did they? Everyone fall over like that Radiohead video. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A little laid back. For everyone, a little laid back like that Radiohead video. You know what I mean?
I used my shotgun already. I had no way of getting away from them.
All right, let's see what the press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre says. I'll tell you this. I know a lot of you folks are more towards the right, but I really like Karine Jean-Pierre. Not her job or anything. I just like it when I see it. Let's have a look at what she's doing now.
And just to make sure we clear the record here, we tripped over a sandbag on the stage, and he tripped and got up.
Oh, please. They're just sticking up. These actually look quite nice. Well, it is nice, yes, but there's a reason behind it. Do something! Absolutely, and we know that the main concern with all those possibilities, but certainly what happened is that Biden's too low. 32% Biden has the mental sharpness, 32%, and only 33% since he got the...
Just got the tank in my face the entire time.
So, I mean, this is... I don't think they have... The reason why they've actually all leapt to his help, actually, should have done that on the stage. Exactly. But they're doing it now because it's like a PR thing now. They need to nip it in the bud straight away. He's fine. He just tripped. He's been shaking loads of hands. He was out there for 2 hours. He's absolutely fine.
Well, listen, Gareth, you're not the only one.
I love a statistic.
You're not the only person who can cite a poll. I can. Here I'm going to do it. 58% of Democratic-leaning adults will nominate someone from the side party. That's the Democrat one. People have already decided. It's definitely going to be someone from the Democrat Party. Who though? Not him. Play 58%. They want someone like RFK or Marianne Williamson. People that Biden will not play. Possibly he should be in 65 degrees out of the sandbag. He could go over.
You fucking dickhead. I've had that thrown at me 3 times now.
For those of you that believe that democracy could deliver meaningful change, possibly end the tension that exists between the world's people right now by bringing about more democratic, decentralized solutions. Let's see what Karine Jean-Pierre said. Jean-Pierre, very French surname, and also it's a man's name. So like I'm leaning into the Jean-Pierre, but her name is really
What he was there to do. You did not
spin it as a positive. That's right. But in life, we're learning more about the fact he got up. Never mind. Well, what was he? Look at that guy getting up. Look at him going up. Brilliant. What did he do before that? He was like a flying into the storm, like a big anemic skeleton. 4 more years. 4 more tumbling years. Join us over on Wednesday, like 5 goals in the 20s. He's saying he was doing what he was there to do. Tulsa 718. It's not about how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you get back up. And Joe Biden has got back up more than most presidents. I like to see Abraham Lincoln get back. What did he do? One little bullet to the back of it. You don't hear from him again, do you? Well, it's easy. If you're not over Abraham Lincoln by now, mate, you know what I could have done. And you know the decision what I made? I rejected a more recent assassinated president. Didn't I? Because I have respect for RFK. But Lincoln, mate, what are you going to say? Oh, I've got one of them cards. McConaughey advertised that. He's got something. I think the thing about what you're pointing to the other side. He got back up again. But I think it's not focusing on the big. You're focusing on this bit. Do something. Let's do a comparable thing with the when you look at the statistics about people and his age that he would be when he's president, that kills him. He could very real possibility of him dying during his presidency. You break a hip at that age, it's curtains for some of them. But then, honestly, the American. How many more granddads have I got to lose? So I mean, it's all kind of quite fun and it's maybe the picture and maybe everyone's making too much of it. But the reality of this is. First of all, the American public don't think he should be running. Secondly, he might die if he became president again. And thirdly, no one's getting to kind of vote. He's going to die whether he becomes president or not. Yes, that's true. As will all human beings. And that's something we're simply going to have to come to terms with. Let's see what Karen says again. I like her.
There was no need for the doctor to see him, as it was
fine
related to the fall, and he's doing fine. You saw him.
Doctor? Yeah. Another thing.
So some of you saw him last night when he returned.
And he was fine, wasn't he?
Getting off of Marine One on the
Marine One.
Lawn. He spoke to this. So I would refer you back to his comments, and so I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, just leave it there. What's there to discuss?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's fine.
Donald Trump's reactions, predictably wonderful. He was on Hannity, and I think I'm going to go on Hannity. Remember when
he wants you to go on.
I know. When I was being on Fox News, I ran into Hannity, literally in the corridor. Have we got any photos? See if you can find the photos of it. One of them guys out there in the gallery. Hey, do you want to see our team in the gallery? It takes a couple of seconds to see them. That's our gallery.
Oh, gallery cam. Gallery cam now. There they are. When did you install that?
I installed that during the breakout.
You know you're not meant. You're meant to tell people about that.
I'm
right?
telling them now. I'm watching
Several rules
exactly
that you're breaking.
what you're doing.
Right.
There's none in the toilets.
Do they
That's
know?
their own time.
Do
When
they
they're in
know?
that lavatory, when they're making a stool, when they're passing or whatever the hell they do in there.
Well, why did I have to hand over that plastic object to you?
That was simply for my own requirement.
I see.
The gallery there. See if you can find that picture of me meeting Sean Hannity, or is it on my phone? I met him.
The
Is it- did I
objective
not
is
publish it
now
on my phone?
Someone will have something.
I've got it. I've got it on my
You
phone.
might just have to give.
I met
somebody a
Sean
little bit
Hannity,
of
but then
time.
it gets so much grief going on Fox Sports. So part of the picture of me with Sean Hannity, find a picture of me with someone else. They've changed it.
Well, I enjoyed that. It was
perception.
like for a little while you could describe it as a confrontation.
Yeah, then you came and you were like NATO or the UN, Menachem. Oh, yeah, like Menachem.
Oh my lord.
Fringe on Hannity's borders.
No decks. And I just got like people. Look at this shit. Dive.
They make a fortune out of it.
No, I didn't position like nuclear bases all around his chin or something.
Like it's Gulliver's Travels,
Yeah.
but
Strike
with
from
nuclear
above.
missiles.
Yes.
No, you actually were very responsible. And I had a nice chat with Hannity, and I agreed to go on Hannity's thing, and I'm going to go with
It
it.
was treated in a kind of exciting way. In a way
He said,
that was,
I'm Irish, we're first generation English, and I've got these things right now, we've got more fairness, we've got rugby. Meeting up with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is physically teasing Joe Biden. Only, I think, he's 4 years younger.
What?
I wouldn't say actually Trump is even really
4 more
teasing.
years. 4 more years.
He kind of just says it's very sad, it's very sad. And he's right.
So he's not actually ridiculing him, he's being
I
quite
don't
sweet.
stay down.
What is this
Oh,
match?
by the way, hey, listen, if you're watching
Establishing
this on
aerial
YouTube,
position.
when we go over to Rumble, we're going to be talking about the World Health Organization. I've learned a lot of
I've not been able to take a shot yet.
We're going into more detail about that later in the week. We're also going to be talking about the second best
I'm not going to be
hospital
allowed to
in
play.
America reveals that potentially certain medications may not have been as good as not having certain medications.
I aim to
Allegedly.
shut them
Probably
down.
say it that way.
Allegedly. Could say that, a couple of little clothes past and we're all fine. Let's have a look at Donald Trump dealing with life.
I want to start with the current president. Did you see the video of what he felt?
Like, what is this team? Like, as soon as I peek, I get shot.
By the way, I met with one of those guys that are going to fly over shortly.
Like,
Yeah, that's your
ridiculous.
right now. Not too good. It's sad. It's sad. It's
Like he's like, look, Trump. I don't think should be. I don't think
They're
Donald
playing
Trump
really, really well. We're not getting a sniff.
Go on.
Let me
like,
try.
Well, he's been president. If he swings around, what was different? I don't know, man. I don't remember things becoming decentralized. Is there a swamp? When Biden went back in, was there an empty swamp that needed to be radically refilled? Of course, you know, I agree with you. What Biden said to the donors while he was campaigning, nothing will fundamentally change. That is his piece of information. And whether or not you think it's deep state
What? What the fuck is going on? I'm being pressured so much constantly.
feel that the change that comes along with supporting individuals is not significant enough change for you American people.
Like, I've done 200. What rank am I playing in?
It's going to play a big part in, you know, Trump
Florida approach, a lot of people like it. It'll be interesting what we on the show for an important announcement. Make sure you tell people you lot want to and join us.
They're playing really well. That Widow's ducking immediately. And then she immediately got help.
Done. Someone just said No, we'll go with the first one.
Right, I'm just not being allowed to play. Team's completely closed me off. My whole team's kicking asses at me.
Look, can you post a bit quicker? Because I'm trying to actually run a democracy here. No, you're not doing it. No, you just said no. Right, so, okay, let's go. There's going to be no limits to Ukrainian aid. Is this a new bill?
Like, ridiculous.
Well, it's the Fiscal Responsibility Act, which sounds incredibly boring.
They lost, and I got suppressed the whole time.
So the Democrats...
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I'm not even advertising it, that's the irony. So a cross-party agreement between the
Masters.
Democrats who've agreed to like lift the debt ceiling.
Not have a ceiling.
Well, no, they've got a ceiling, but
Masters.
they temporarily lift
Just
that
lift
for
it.
a couple of years,
Still there.
I think. But and what's happening as a result?
You know,
of
I
that
don't
is
think
lots
I
of
qualify
development
for this
so
this
55 billion
team.
in 2024, 81 billion in 2025. But what does
Thanks for the carry, though.
Guess what? Is spending on military industrial in the military.
So everything you're getting cut, except for
Military spending.
that carries on
Okay,
going
but because what it's under the banner of is emergency funds.
Why am I fighting in Masters in this game? It's no wonder I'm getting my ass kicked and I can't touch anyone. I never get to see them for more than a split second. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't get to shoot at them. Look at some of their reactions. It's ridiculous. I don't like it. Why am I in this rank?
And what this has uncovered is that nearly 80% of these think tanks receive funding from
I don't know what to do. I literally can't play a character without getting killed immediately. What am I doing in this rank? Why have I been put in this group? I only feel sorry for my team. It's going to be very hard to win with me on the team. Can't get near him, mate. I've finally broken 1,000.
She was appearing at an event for Lockheed Martin.
I mean, like for real.
And all that kind of stuff. He was escorted right out of there. So,
TrueCon.
TrueCon was the name of the event. It was one of the, but really, TrueCon was Lockheed Martin was the biggest sponsor. Someone called something like Triatic like the Emperor's name in Star Wars. Can we check that? I think that's the Empire called Palpatine, isn't he? That's Palpatine.
It is too similar, you're right.
Too similar. I believe the Empire was not very good. Not very nice better. So, anyway, she was at that event, funded by the defense industry, members of the Democrat Party were there. These kind of events, these kind of things, what we're just saying is other information is being censored all around the world right now. Our ability to convey truthful information is happening in the UK, happening in your country,
Oh, fuck's sake!
Restrict that. Like a glove's gone on a hand. Go on. Restrict that.
Okay, it's restricted.
Yeah.
It's not allowed it to penetrate.
That's what I'm suggesting.
It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I remember stories.
What is this random matchmaking?
They always take me into the second room of the airport. They take me to bands, you take me to some passes, and then take me into a special room. I always take one of those I always say, in 1 in 8 funerals, you might get lucky. That's and you know I love a statistic. Time now for, well, do you
Like,
want anything else about Ukraine war now it will be in
every time I had an opportunity to shoot her, she used something to block it. What a shit, man. Sorry I was so useless.
Of course, we know that Russia's invasion of Ukraine was criminal, but in fact, the US cannot testify that to the ICC or they.
I know, but no thanks to me. I tried my best though. But I'm a gold player, so I don't know what I'm doing playing with Master.
Obviously, that was Max Bruno's point that when Rachel Maddow was there talking about things like disinformation and misinformation, we know about the censorship industrial complex.
What was that, Blizzard? What was that? We won, don't get me wrong, but that was because of my team, nothing to do with me. Ridiculous. Still doing sticking me in a gold close to Grandmaster matches.
Doing a difficult job under very tricky.
Is he giving me some humility?
Cartels are actually have got their hands on weapons that were meant to be in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't seem very good, particularly because Mexican drug cartels are being used to legitimize the ongoing ability of the American government to surveil American citizens abroad. They're continuing with that. All of Edward Snowden's revelations, all for naught. And at home, in America, no matter where you go, you know, the Mexican drug cartel is being blamed for that. And now they've got them hands on an anti-tank missile launcher, which I've been to Mexico a couple of times. Love the place, love the Mexican people.
You see any of those?
A lot of Mexican friends. Did I see any anti-tank missile launchers? No, I didn't.
Right.
Actually, I didn't see any. But if
You're
I did
not a very
see
good
one,
correspondent, are you?
I was on holiday.
Okay, fine.
Actually,
That's your excuse.
Didn't realise that I was meant to be. And it weren't recently. I was over there. I didn't realise I was meant to be watching out for the cartel.
You are meant
I was
to.
edgy just because of some of the decapitations they
Well,
do. Yeah, I've just come out of the airport. I've been bothered. I've had a back
Right.
bothering.
Before I go in, I want to know who I'm fighting. Because that last match was...
Investigations.
Yeah.
So, you know, like we've heard that 70% of those weapons that are going to Ukraine can't be correctly tracked. We don't know where they are. We know that the Pentagon's failed 5 audits.
Yeah,
Better.
Now,
CBS
Platt.
News, by the way. That's not a conspiracy theory.
no, it's not. And now this tank and missile launcher has ended up in Mexico. And we're the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
What kind of topsy-turvy
Not just
world is
Mexico,
it?
Russ. Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and the Netherlands.
I mean, I'm surprised that the Mexican drug cartels have got a branch in Finland. Hats off, I say. Sombreros off to these Mexican drug cartels. Now, that's not racist,
No,
I
it
don't think,
isn't.
because they're a drug cartel, aren't they?
Yes.
And if you're sticking up for the drug cartel now,
On the wrong side.
crazy
Thanks,
bonkers
Mouse.
world. Listen,
Good
we're
job.
going to leave you. If you're watching us on YouTube, do join us in a minute. This is
Needed
Dr.
to reverse
Conway
time just
West,
there.
one of the greatest thinkers of our time, one of the great communicators of our time, the man who brings love to political debate. Furthermore, we're going to be talking about Google and YouTube renewing their partnership with the WHO, and we've got a lot to tell you about the WHO and how they're funded. We'll be diving into that over the course of the week. And I'm afraid we're going to have to tell you some stuff about vaccines, which some of you are going to absolutely love. I'm not going to like very much at all, but it's too controversial to talk about on YouTube. That's why we need you. Click on the link right now. Join us over on Rumble, where we believe you believe in your right to be whoever you want to be. People that tell you otherwise, I don't know what they're doing. Join us now over on Rumble. Back to you there in a second. This is truth here.
Sorry, that was my fault. I was balls deep in their base. Nothing was coming out. I got bored and ended up standing still. Damn. Second I stopped.
Perseverance is my middle name. Knocks you off your rocker.
30 seconds remaining.
Push 'em back. Or answer to me.
Real lifesaver.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
I'm in a rough time. Love it.
Victory. Play of the game.
What were the stats?
is all I have
Nano boost administered. Nano boost administered. Nano boost administered.
Rubbish. My aim is rubbish.
Arriving at Conseil. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I aim to devastate.
I wish violence never solved anything. It would make peace so much easier.
Yeah, when I'm done, little man.
Unlocks in 30 seconds.
You just have to sit there and watch this match. I know you're like, yes! Where the fuck is my team? See the problem? No, I'm trying to think of the racer.
Anna, up ahead.
I don't think Anna's one. I think I have to play Tracer. Just avoid the brig.
It's time to save the world. Keep logging on.
Logging off.
I mean, are you for real? Did they swap? Did they? I don't think they had that character to begin with.
As they say, try again.
I chanced on 500.
Chakra visor activated.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, together now. I'm taking damage.
Strike from above.
Feeling fortified. I see an enemy. That was not for you.
Taking to the air.
This Sombra's in the background. She's looking to
skies await. Up and away. Justice reigns from above. Come on, get up. Splash. Damage.
Time to push.
I will not waste this opportunity. Taking off.
Wipe them out.
Heroes
I
never
don't
die.
stay down.
Come on, everyone. Let's push.
Aerial positioning underway.
Your team is close.
We're
to
catching
taking the
up.
lead.
Like it's so rubbish on her. I got caught on the billboard thinking I could fly over it, and I ran out of gas just trying to get up that little billboard.
They stole the robot from us. Get it back.
Good
Up
plan.
and away. Hello.
Hello
Form
there.
up.
Be uplifted.
Thanks for the assist.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They protected her like she was the fucking queen.
Shake it off.
أنا ما حدش يقدر عليا. Helping you out.
Light them up.
Like literally immediate headshots.
Returning to battle. I will not waste this opportunity.
Just being lazy down the sky.
They outnumber us. Keep it tight.
Ridiculous. I'll get hacked out the sky, then I get, he used his ult on me twice. Not twice. I had like no life.
Okay, my head's in the game.
Like, these guys are not allowing me to get anything done on Pharaoh.
They're pushing the barricade. Stop them.
Yeah. This Baptiste is just not, I'm not getting any healing, and he's just taking me out the sky.
Shake it off.
Like, I can't kill anything because the Ryan's not going anywhere.
Let's show him some air power.
Don't let them push you. Cheers, love. It's time to save the world.
Heroes never die.
It's just ridiculous. The way they're using the heals, how they're blocking, like.
Stay near the immortality field. Stay in the circle.
And she's back in the game.
At least they're using all of their resources and staying alive off of me, so.
Stop them now and we win.
Tried, we did a lot of damage, but look at the tank difference.
Nerf this.
to Junkertown. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Honor is all I have left. I have heard of your experiments. There is no honor in what you do.
Shimada, where do I know that name from? Oh, that's right. The family of criminals.
I'll find them.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Can never beat your hands up. Are you kidding me? The last bullet hit me.
It is not my time yet.
Enemy turret destroyed.
That's bullshit.
Watch out for that turret!
You can't hide. Their forces
Like.
they will pay.
I'm getting annoyed. Because every time I get there, I immediately get dived. Tank's dead again.
Scanning.
The payload has reached the
I always suspected I was enemy returns from the grave.
Let's do it fast.
Scanning.
Take everything from them. I will give you shelter.
You can't hide.
No one can hide from my sight.
I restore. The dragon
Your system is appreciated.
Reduce to pieces. This storm will not win.
Fuck, I thought that was us.
For the punch.
Doucement.
Devour them.
marked by the dragon. Enemy marked.
Cannot escape me.
Scanning. Enemy turret destroyed. You can't hide. I'm overloading! I cannot give up yet.
Join me!
The enemy has placed a turret here. Enemy turret in my sight.
Take heed. Enemy turret destroyed.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Good looks are not enough. Your concern touches an uncanny
No one can hide from my sight.
You can't hide.
Nothing gets past me.
Okay, so you're doing it.
Scanning.
To pieces.
I'll find them.
I don't think they like that dragon.
Send all you want. I'll cut them down. A testament to my skill. You can't hide. My arrows fly true. I'll find them.
Cannot escape me.
I will give you shelter.
persevere. Marked by the dragon.
30 seconds remaining.
Like every shot is being absorbed by the diva. Like, watch the diva's arrow.
I will do better.
10 seconds remaining.
You can't hide. You gonna walk.
Oh my god! Literally on the last word of it.
Defeat. Play of the game.
That last arrow was a good nice shot. It absolutely fucked me. I had a dragon to force them off the point and give my team a chance. I should have fired it from the spawn, but I decided to get closer so I could see people.
They came long ago. They created humanity. Nevertheless, they had left. Since they had departed, an intriguing question arose. What if they return? What would happen? In the vast expanse of the cosmos, among the countless stars and galaxies, there exists a peculiar mystery, one that reaches back to the dawn of civilization and humanity itself. The Anunnaki, a name that echoes through the millennia, a name that has sparked debate and fascination among scholars, conspiracy theorists, and the public alike. But who were they? This question has kept us humans engaged for centuries, ever since the first cuneiform tablets speaking of them were unearthed. The term Anunnaki is ancient, derived from the language of Sumer, one of the earliest known civilizations of mankind. It means those of royal blood, or those who came from heaven to earth. This seemingly celestial origin has fueled speculation and intrigue. Could the Anunnaki be extraterrestrial visitors, ancient astronauts who played a pivotal role in our history? Could they have shaped our destiny, our understanding of the universe, and even our very existence? As we dive into this epic journey through time and space, we'll explore the ancient texts, the myths, the legends, and the artifacts left behind. We'll endeavor to unravel this mystery, piecing together the fragments of history, archaeology, and possibly even science fiction. We'll attempt to decipher whether these ancient beings were merely mythological figures, or could they possibly be far more than that?
I hate to kill you. Yosh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
I'll go hit scan.
Every soldier needs a cause. Yosh.
I need an opportunity to shoot without shit.
I've got meds. Who needs them? Who needs healing?
Like, I need a tank.
Sic transit gloria. The dragon becomes
Fucking hate the character. Didn't get to shoot.
I've seen tougher spots.
Like, fuck's sake. Like, you fucking assholes.
They'll regret that.
Heroes never die.
Now I've got the whole lot.
No time for R&R.
Silent will. Nanoboost administered.
You're going home in a box. Over here.
Some assistance.
Moving the payload.
Enemy seen.
Still got some fight in me.
Get the payload moving!
I've got you in my sights.
Like, they've won
Gotta
it.
wait until
Like,
the
there's
team's
nothing we
back.
can do. Like,
They can't get away with this.
expanse. Move it!
10 seconds.
Time grows short. Team attack. The payload is moving. Join me.
Much better. Let the dragon consume you! I've got you in my sights.
Double.
Pain is inevitable.
I tried to call this movie Warm in the Stars and got
I move with the payload.
Everyone, heal up.
Victory. Play of the game.
Pretty sure the soldier was doing a lot of damage in that play of the game. Just saying.
And at the core of our quest is one fundamental question. Were we, mankind, the creation of these ancient, seemingly divine beings, the Anunnaki? As we travel through the corridors of time, brace yourself for a journey that might shatter long-held beliefs and open up a world of ancient mysteries. Let the Odyssey begin. Turning the pages of history back to the cradle of civilization, our journey begins in the ancient land of Sumer, in what is now southern Iraq. Here, over 5,000 years ago, a society flourished with advancements that were stunningly ahead of their time. The Sumerians were not just pioneers in writing, mathematics, and astronomy. They also held a rich tapestry of myths and legends, stories passed down generations that speak of beings with extraordinary powers and wisdom. These beings were known as the Anunnaki. Sumerian culture was deeply intertwined with these divine beings. Temples were built in their honor, intricate carvings depicted their likeness, and tablets told tales of their deeds. But were these tales mere figments of their imagination, or were they based on actual encounters? There is a remarkable level of detail in these ancient texts. They describe the Anunnaki as beings who descended from the heavens, had superior knowledge, and were involved in the affairs of humans. They were often depicted as larger-than-life figures, sometimes with wings signifying their celestial origin. There's an enigmatic allure to these ancient narratives. How did the Sumerians, one of the earliest civilizations, conceive of such complex and advanced beings? Could it be possible that they were recounting real interactions with entities beyond their comprehension? As we delve deeper into the rich, intricate tapestry of Sumerian lore, we're drawn to one key figure whose role in humanity's story, as per these ancient narratives, is as crucial as it is controversial. This figure is none other than the god known as Ea in Sumerian myths, or Enki, as he was later known in Akkadian and Babylonian texts. What role did this deity play in the grand theater of human history? And how does his story intertwine with the creation of mankind? To fully comprehend the intricate tapestry of the Anunnaki mythology, we cannot overlook the seminal work of one man, Zecharia Sitchin. A controversial figure, Sitchin's interpretations of ancient texts have captivated some, while drawing skepticism from others. But who was he? And why are his theories so crucial to our understanding of the Anunnaki? Born in Azerbaijan and raised in Palestine, Sitchin was a scholar of ancient languages. He spent much of his life studying Sumerian cuneiform, the wedge-shaped script used by the
Defeat.
Well, it's fun for what I played of it.
Play of the game.
Fuck you, stupid fuckface. I don't know why he's so angry.
ancient Sumerians. His work, often seen as unconventional, took him to a realm where archaeology met speculation, where history intertwined with the enigmatic. In his book series, The Earth Chronicles, Sitchin proposed a radical interpretation of the Sumerian texts. He suggested that the Anunnaki were not merely mythological gods, but were flesh and blood beings from another planet, Nibiru. According to Sitchin, this planet, also known as Planet X, is part of our solar system with an elongated 600-year-long elliptical orbit. Sitchin's theories ventured even further into the realm of the extraordinary. He posited that the Anunnaki, seeking resources for their home planet, came to Earth about 450,000 years ago. The vital resource they were after was gold, which they needed to pulverize and disperse in their planet's atmosphere, thereby protecting it from harsh cosmic radiation. But perhaps the most shocking claim in Sitchin's work is his interpretation of the ancient texts about mankind's creation. Could it be that the Anunnaki, these visitors from a distant world, played a role in the genesis of our species? This narrative is the Anunnaki creation myth, a tale that has both fascinated.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Try Hanzo, because I've been enjoying Hanzo.
Honor is all I have left. I craft my own arrows, each one a meditation.
Hi. Systems calibrated for maximum cooperative behavior. Type echo. Type echo. Understood.
The Shimada could rise again, if you so choose.
There is nothing to that name, but pain.
Pain and a sleeping dragon. Wake him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A. Stay focused. We have everything we need.
The dragon awakens. I am restored. Steady.
Just one kill. One kill would be nice. Please? Please? Oh my god. Fucking
Extra support needed.
couldn't land a shot from my life, but I did a lot of damage.
Systems on optimal leveling. Let's group up.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Incoming. The dragon awakens.
Why have I always got a tank on me?
Like cherry blossoms in the rain. Reckless girl.
Oh, they're just not missing! Oh, like it's impossible. No, it's just like so aggravating. Every time I take a shot, they're just splitting up and immediately becoming a nightmare to hit.
The arrow returns to the quiver. I've got you in my
Don't be angry, guys. These things happen.
We are outnumbered. Take heed.
Like,
Once again, I set forth. You can't hide. My power grows stronger. They will pay.
60 seconds remaining.
My ultimate is ready. Get in there and I will boost you. Payload is coming through.
I've got you in my sights.
oh.
This time, I will be sharper.
We're almost out of time. Any new ideas? Thank you.
I'll find them.
We need to attack now.
Like, it's just like the whole team's diving at me. A ball dives off and then they get a tree on me and all of the people shooting at me at once.
Once again, I set forth.
Fuck's sake. I don't know what my tank was doing. Loads of damage. But that last bit, I didn't feel him there at all.
Finishing them off. Melted down.
Growing into who you truly are.
平和は訪れよう。
Match complete. Play of the game.
Taking damage.
Arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Honor is all I have left.
Keep in sight. I'll have us in and out in no time.
I would love to go to the night market after this.
Should David move out of the way?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Let us keep our questionable choices.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't hide.
A taste of poison. I'm under attack.
I'm restored. Marked by the dragon.
Taking hold of the objective.
Oh, come on, man. Like, I'm just getting fired at constantly. Always get a headshot. So frustrating.
Once again, I set forth. You can't hide.
Securing the objective. Mobilize here.
Behind you! All systems on optimal level.
I require assistance.
Engaging thrusters.
Marked by the dragon.
Yeah, thanks for the health, by the way. Fucking hell.
This time, I will be sharper. We are outnumbered. Take heed. You can't hide.
Engaging thrusters. Focusing fire.
I am restored.
Taking flight.
Marked by the dragon. Wagateki Okurao! Better.
Get in there.
Do not challenge me!
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, for fuck's sake! I mean, a little bit of pressure on the Doomfist, and I might live.
Best round.
My man punched me off 3 times.
Score 0-1.
the hand you have. What a joy it must be to feel entitled to patience.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
You wanna lose this? To them?
You can't hide.
Think you can take me? Let's find out.
Need healing. I'll find them.
Like, bit late on the healing there, mate.
No kill is too. Once again, I set forth.
I'm ready to rampage!
To the wasteland.
You will be renewed.
Weak.
Hello there.
You can't hide.
Well, how did I go from full life and one dead? The Genshi, their hands must have hit me with an arrow without me realising. So I was half life.
Surrender to my will.
It was my duty to save.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
Oh, you're so annoying, mate. You're so annoying. Like, I never get to see him. Ever. Like,
For the parched.
that shit.
1-1.
Hanzo's playing well. He's like literally giving me nothing to shoot at any time, but always managing to get his bullet round. I've got to learn how he does it.
Both brothers on the same team? Better make up before I smash your heads together.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
I don't know if this round would be any better for me. Oh, I finally got the hands over, but I'm being burnt to fucking life.
What's up?
The arrow returns to the quiver.
Meteor strike! Cause and effects.
They will pay. Scanning. You can't hide.
Very impressive.
Meteor strike!
I am in your debt.
Tremble before me.
Send all you want. I'll cut them down. Can anyone match my skill? Watch yourself. I need healing. Scanning. My arrows fly true. You can't hide.
Like, how? How? She didn't come round the corner. Like,
There is still much I love. You ga wagateki wo kurao! Wagateki wo kurao!
game.
Cause and effects.
They don't know. See the Moira vanish behind him and then run in front of him. I would have went for the health pack really far to the left. Right, I've got to come off. Got gym tomorrow. I'm feeling tired from it today.